Hey guys, welcome to my mini gaming PC build. Now I haven't done a gaming PC build in a while and I thought this one was necessary. Well, I'm at home and you guys are home too, so hopefully you guys are staying safe. I wanted to build a PC that was smaller and took up less space because the space I use for my gaming PC is where I also use to record a lot of my videos. So I needed something with a lot of power and performance, and that's why this video is here. Now I want to give a big shout out to Samsung for partnering and sponsoring this video. They reached out and said, hey, would you like to check out the 970 EVO Plus, which is this bad boy right here? And I said, yeah, I mean, I need some NVMEs, and these are NVMEs, and they have some really good performance. So what other parts do I have in this build that makes a lot of sense? So I started off with the processor. It's an AMD 3950X. I've been using AMD processors for a while, and this bad boy is pretty much one step to a Threadripper, or technically is a Threadripper if you want to call it that. It's powerful, performance is great, 16 cores, 4.7 gigahertz, truly amazing processor to use for a small build like this. Next up is my RAM. I went with the crucial Ballistix RAM, 32 gigabytes, 3200. It's RGB RAM. It's really nice. Again, fits into what I want to in this build right here. Now, the NVMEs, I got two from Samsung. I've got 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. Of course, one for the OS, one for games. The reason I'm really liking what I see from the 970 EVO Plus is the fact that its read and write speeds are tremendously high. 3500 and 3300, and we'll check that out in this video because it is truly amazing that I can have that, because that means that my games can be read faster, load times, rendering, all that stuff. It comes into play when you put this kind of system together. Now this is all going to be mounted onto a motherboard, and I went with the Gigabyte Aorus X50i. It's a mini ITX board because I'm building a smaller PC. Great thing about this board is it supports up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. This also has PCIe 4.0 and has Wi-Fi 6, and will support everything that I'm putting in here. Plus, the big thing for me is that it also takes 2 NVMe slots, so I can use both of this at the same time on this kind of small board. My graphics card is a GTX 2080 Ti. It's a Founders Edition. The reason I went with this is because it fits quite well, packs a lot of performance into my case. And the case I'm using, you guys guessed it, is the NZXT H1 Mini. This is a mini ITX case. You've seen a lot of builds, so my build is not going to go into a lot of detail, but I like this case. I mean, this is like a plug-and-play case for PC building. If you build a PC, you know it can be a process, especially if you're doing something custom, but this is so easy. Comes with a 650 power supply. It's also got water cooling as well, so you've got a water cooling pump, and it's so easy to add all the things in here. Now, speaking about how easy that build is, the case itself pretty much opens up. I'm going to drop, of course, my motherboard, but before I do that, I put all the things I need in there. Of course, my CPU, the 3950X, my RAM, as well as also my NVMEs. Now, as I mentioned, there are 2 slots on there. There's one at the back at the bottom, and then there's one on the top which has a cooling fan. So that's where my 1 terabyte is going to go into, and then my 2 terabyte will go in at the bottom of the motherboard. Now, I slot in that motherboard into the case. That's 4 screws right there. Then I put on the cooler. That's pretty simple. I close that up. And the next thing I need to drop in is my graphics card. Now, the graphics card, basically there's a wraparound stand loop that connects the card so it can fit, and close the case, and we are good to go. This is a lovely looking case and build. The reason I went with this, went with the white, is because it takes so much a small footprint. So think about it. In all that, we've got a 3950X, we've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, we've got 3 terabytes of storage and NVMe storage, the 970 EVO Plus, we've got a GTX 2080 Ti, and we also have a small, great looking case. Now, what about performance? Forget that. Let's go ahead and jump in and bling in. No, we got to test how well those NVMEs actually do, because Samsung did say up to 3500 and 3300. And looking at the numbers here, this is truly impressive. It actually does 3553, which is slightly more than they stated, and also 3328 or so, which means that you're going to be getting speeds that are actually mentioned by Samsung. The other thing also is that the NVMEs are guaranteed with a 5-year warranty. So that's actually pretty nice that you can have this for quite a long amount of time and still have warranty coverage for it. But it also means your games are going to run well. Now, I did also a benchmark test with 3D Benchmark, and I was quite impressed with also what I got, because when I compared it to other benchmarks online, this was placed at 96, and the only thing that beat it was a similar system, except with a dual SLI configuration. This is just, of course, a single graphics card. So you're thinking next, okay, yeah, it looks great, it's nice, but what about the gaming performance? We've seen the benchmark numbers, and you're thinking, what about Call of Duty Warzone, which we can actually play, and also games like Doom Eternal? How do they run on a system like this? Now, I gotta tell you, just looking at the benchmark numbers, this was at the max settings here for Call of Duty Mobile. I was able to get above 100 frames per second. I maxed out everything, I'd thrown all the shaders, and this thing ran like a beast. And even Doom Eternal, which has a lot of crazy settings on there, I maxed that out, and again I was able to get high 90s, 100 frames per second on the system as well, which is truly amazing. So there you have it, guys. That is my mini gaming PC build. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to go ahead and build yours, I have the parts list below. Plus, if you're looking to pick up that brand new Samsung 970 EVO Plus NVMe, I have a link for you as well. Check it out. It performs as advertised and everything is pretty cool. Now, if you guys want to see more games or more builds or just more performance tests on this build, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment.